So, you want to know why your ex is coming back to you after you moved on. Well, that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So, if you're wanting to know why your ex is acting the way they're acting, you came to the right place. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to run you through an amazing thought experiment that's going to really help you understand why your ex is acting the way they're acting. Oh yeah, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Clicking that button will give you access to the latest videos that I post, as well as updating you when I answer your comments or questions whenever you leave a comment on the YouTube channel. Now, the first thing I want to talk to you about why your ex is potentially growing interested in you again after you seem to have moved on is something I like to call the uncertainty principle. The uncertainty principle is something scientists came up with to really study how people react to certain variables versus uncertain variables. Perhaps the thing the uncertainty principle is most famous for is its rat experiment, in which 2 rats were taken at random and run through 2 separate mazes. The end goal was pretty simple. The rat will complete the maze and get cheese. The problem was not all mazes are created equal. One of the rats had to run through a very complex maze with a lot of uncertain variables. The other rat basically got it easy. They went through the easiest maze possible. Now, scientists wanted to study how the rats would interact with the cheese. The findings were really interesting. It turns out the rat that went through the very complicated, uncertain maze seemed to like the cheese more. And the rat that went through the easy maze really kind of didn't like it so much. And scientists found that the behavior found in rats also kind of translates to human beings. We tend to cherish that which we don't have. We tend to cherish the person that is uncertain versus the person that is certain. Sound familiar? Now, if you found the uncertainty principle pretty interesting, you're going to love this next principle. This is a principle called reactance. No one really knows what reactance means. Well, except me. Human beings are born with certain behavioral freedoms. For example, we have the freedom to make choices. The problem is when one of those choices gets removed from us, or if someone takes a choice away, we are going to fight, scratch, and claw to get that choice back. Hence, reactance. You have moved on from your ex. You don't want them back anymore, let's pretend. By doing so, you are removing that potential future together. You're removing choice from the equation. Your ex can no longer have you. Hence, they will react and try to get you. One of the reasons why they could be trying to chase you right now. Now, at the beginning of this video, I promised you that if you stayed until the end, I was going to run you through a really fun thought experiment. This thought experiment is meant to highlight the Zeigarnik Effect. The Zeigarnik Effect basically states that people remember interrupted or uncompleted tasks better than completed ones. As human beings, we seek closure. We kind of like when things are completed. Take a minute and run through this thought experiment. Let's pretend that I'm at your house. Nice house, by the way. And I walk by your front door and decide I'm just going to open it up and leave it open. Now, what is your first reaction upon thinking about me opening that door and walking away and just leaving it open for the rest of the day? It kind of irks you, right? I mean, let's think about all the possibilities that can potentially happen now that I've left that door open. Bugs could get in, robbers could get in. You're just annoyed by the fact that this is an uncompleted task. You want nothing more just to close that door. This is a perfect example of the Zeigarnik Effect in action. Remember, people remember uncompleted tasks better than completed ones. So if you and your ex broke up and there really wasn't great closure there could be something gnawing at your ex that makes them want to come back to you. That could be why, now that you've moved on, they feel this real big sense of urgency to talk to you.